What's up? Welcome back to Luca Food. Today we are going to be doing another breakdown. It's been a little bit. I haven't posted in like 2 weeks. I don't know why I haven't, just haven't. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna break down Luke Lilledahl. One of my picks for 2024-2025 NCAA champs. He just won the Black Knight invite. It's a pretty good invitational. And I had him winning NCAAs. Figured why not just go over him and his techniques and his matches. I haven't seen it yet, so we're just gonna kind of go right into this together. Okay, hold on. Alright. It looked like my mic was picking up a lot of noise, so we're gonna fix that up. Hold on. Alright, should all be good now. Alright, we got Luke Lilledahl for Penn State. We got this guy from Army. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're just gonna have no background sound. But we see Luke doing a great job off the bat. We'll go back. He was able to set up that shot really well, because first off, he's faking a lot, and he's keeping that tie. He just did a great shoulder pass with it, or elbow pass. But he's holding on to that tie like crazy. He has it, and he faked, and then as his opponent kind of came up and tried to get set, he went in and shot under that fake, or under that tie that he used earlier. So he used that previous fake and that setup to really get to that leg, get to that shot. So, holding on to that one grip, it can really help you, especially a grip like that. Those shoulder, armpit kind of, like if you get that, you can really work a lot of offense off of it. Now he's on top. We're getting some ride out. He's straddling that one leg pretty well. And he's working for a bar here. You could see, like, we're kind of past it now, but just the way he was working his grip. I'm not a big top guy, not big on breaking it down, so I don't really want to go over too much top bottom. I feel like a lot of people are here for the neutral and how to work their neutral, so we're just going to get right to that. He worked right off that as a great re-attack. So we can see he goes in, opposite collar tie, then he shoots low, and Luke defended. He did a, what's it called? You do that in stance and motion all the time. If you do stance and motion, down block, you do this all the time, just a down block. And then he just circles behind as his opponent is coming up. And it looked like he kept pressure on his head as well. So he's down. And as we can see here, Luke is pulling his opponent's head down. That way he can run around and get to this leg. Then he's on his own single leg. Then he collects the other one. And we're back on top bottom. Go out of bounds. If you're looking, it's like Cale Sanderson wasn't even watching. He was just talking to the other guy. That's kind of crazy. It just shows how much trust he has in him. He's watching now, but... Alright, they went out of bounds. They reset. Well, Luke is really working the single leg straddle. He works that a lot, and then you can see he gets a really tight waist. And then he runs him over his own wrist, or like chops in that arm. And so, really just working that off a super tight waist. You can do almost anything on top if you just have a crazy tight waist. Like, a tight waist can lead to anything on top. It truly can. I've wrestled, like, in my wrestle offs. There's one kid I just couldn't beat, and the reason I just couldn't beat him is because in top bottom, I would stay away from the bottom position, but I mean, he'd get there eventually. And his tight waist, man, if it's unbeatable. A good tight waist can take you a long ways. We're back to neutral. His opponent is faking a lot, creating a lot of just like unneeded movement though. This is some great chain wrestling. Alright, that was a great whole sequence. We're gonna go back. So his opponent comes in, Luke kind of snaps him down. Luke had a collar tie and his wrist, and he just brought his wrist down to the ground. Then when his opponent comes back up, he shoots for that shot. He shoots that single leg. And I mean, he probably knew he couldn't get it, but he just kind of shot it. And his opponent sprawls like fully. And as he went full sprawl, he went around. He got stuffed, and he came right back up for that single leg. That was beautiful. So as he's come back up, he just ducks right under his opponent's arms and grabs that single leg. Now they're in the single leg position. Getting a little weird here. Oh, if you can do that right, that broomstick is a dream, but Luke's defending the broomstick nicely. Now his opponent is in on his own single leg, but it's like he doesn't have his arm how it should be. And you looked a little off. And we're back to neutral. Let's see what we can work off of here. So Luke gets that collar tie. He's been getting that tie a lot. Luke works off that right hand tie a lot. And he gets the collar tie right here. And he did what he did before for a second. He had the collar tie and his opponent's wrist. And when he brought his opponent's wrist down, he instead of what he did earlier, this time, he just switched off to an ankle pick. He got hit. Oh, shoot. Alright, I have no clue what just happened, but it completely kicked me off that screen. But he got the takedown. He almost hit a cradle, but he rolled really hard. His opponent rolls out the cradle and he's in on his own single leg now. Luke is whizzing super hard, and he's got his foot how it should be, and he's back. And they're good. Again, he's just snapping him, just snapping that head. All starts with that right hand collar tie. This time, off the snap, he just went right in for that same low single. And his opponent, instead of doing what his opponent before would just kind of throw out, this time he stood his ground, and Luke just went right behind him. Jeez Louise. It's taking forever. Alright, and we're back to neutral. So his opponent is trying to move a lot, trying to be really active, and Luke is just standing his ground. And he's keeping his composure, which is really helping him work against his opponent, who's trying to do a whole lot at once. So let's break that down. So his opponent shoots, same thing again, down block. And off his down block, he just shot right in on his own single leg. As his opponent was coming up, Luke was going down. And, re-attacks are a charm. And they're super simple. It's just when one's going up, the other goes down, and you can get right in. You get right in on them, and then boom, he gets the tech fall. All right. So what we can take from this match, some things that kind of stuck with me is his composure. He had in the stand-up, he has an opponent that was like pretty scrappy, moving a lot, doing a lot of stuff, being very active. He just kept calm and composed, didn't get all jittery in those really weird moments, and he just kept his reattacks, kept it simple, down blocks to single legs, and he stuck with his ties, which is really important. Obviously try new stuff, but also do what you're comfortable with and what you're good at, and that's what we saw there, and that's how we got a win. So yeah, comment what else I should go over. Thanks for watching. Peace.